One of my favorite ways to search for bass in the springtime is with a square bill crankbait. It's just a great way to run, cover a lot of water, a lake you're not familiar with, or even a lake that you're really familiar with. It's just a way to find fish quickly, and it's one of the most effective ways to catch a lot of fish and big fish. I catch a lot of seems like above average fish on the square bill this time of year. Again, I think it's just because you're covering a lot of water, getting the bait in front of multiple big fish, just allowing yourself more average to catch those bigger fish. But my setup when I throw a square bill crankbait is probably the most important part of the whole deal. And I throw a 7-1 crankbait rod. This is an Envy Black Crankenstein from 13 Fishing. I throw it on a Concept E. I use a 7:3 to 1 gear ratio, and the reason I use a faster retrieve is so I can make a lot of casts, burn that crankbait back to the boat when I'm through. I can always slow it down if I want to slow it down, but 7:3 gives you that good overall ratio to be able to pull that bait to the boat quickly to make more casts. It's not too fast and it's not too slow. It's just what I like to do. I throw it on 15-pound Seaguar fluorocarbon line. I like that so you can make long casts. I use fluorocarbon because I don't want any stretch. I want the rod to do what the rod's made to do, and that's allow those fish to eat the bait. When they hit it, I want them to take the bait, allows the fish to get the bait down in their mouth, and then it loads up for you. The 7-1 Envy from 13 Fishing seems to be the right rod for me. It's a 7 foot 1 inch, so therefore I can throw it around cover, or I can make long casts with it. It's just an overall great rod for that. But the 7:3 to 1 gear ratio Concept E is the reel that I choose. It's super smooth drag if you hook those big ones. Again, the rod will let the fish fight itself, but you got to have a smooth drag, and the Concept reel offers a great drag system. Again, a 7:3 to 1 gear ratio. I can make long casts, cover a lot of water, because that's the key to catching them in the springtime on a crankbait. Cover a lot of water, whether it's windy, sunny, cloudy. Crankbaits vary. You just try whichever colors that you want. I usually try to stick with a natural shad color, or if the water's off color, I'll throw a chartreuse. But again, your rod and reel combo is one of the most important things that you can choose. The rod and reel that I choose is from 13 Fishing.